If there's something you want to do in the future, you are wrong. You will not be able to do this because it is now or never. If you don't start now, you won't start ever. If you think I'll do it tomorrow, you will not do it ever. Only thing that matters is now. The past or the future doesn't matter. You cannot manipulate the past and you don't know about the future yet. Only thing you have control over is now. If you want to do something, you have to do it now, or you won't be able to do it ever. It's so important to be in the present moment because only thing you can achieve is by fulfilling those moments. If you think about it, 2 years past that, 2 years past that, let's go to 2020. At that time, it was the present. You could choose differently in the life. You could have different choices. You had a choice in your life, whether it is good for you or whether it's bad for you, but you feel the consequences now. And if you wish to change anything, you have to do it now. Now let's go to the future. Let's think about it. It's 2024. If you think about, let's say you're in the future and you're thinking, oh, this 2 years past this time, 2022, I wish I did ... this way. And if you think you will do in the future, you may be hardly mistaken. You have to use your time wisely because everybody has 24 hours in a day and everybody has the same exact amount. And let's look at the billionaires. They use their time accordingly and they use their time in a good sense. They don't waste their time as much as other people waste it. And you can just look at Elon Musk. He spends perhaps 12 hours a day working and he works some kind of 100 hours a week. And this guy, he doesn't waste his time. So he didn't waste his time and he is now the most prominent rich man in the world and he's trying to go to other planets. And we waste so much of our time. We go outside and we don't really enjoy in the activities. We wait for our friends, we wait for anything. We waste our time there. We get tired, we come home and then we rest. So an action led, a small looking action led us wasting a great amount of time. And if you don't stop wasting time and if you don't start controlling your now, the future might not be so bright for you. You can end up being poor. You can end up in a life which you don't have a control. You can end up in a life which you disappoint yourself and it might be too late. You have to start now. You have to start now if you wish to have a change in your life. You can have your moments. You can have your moments in the things you like or with the people you like to spend it, but there should be some limitations. If there aren't any kind of limitations, you most likely will waste your time and it will be a huge amount of time. Just think about it. It is so important. If the time we could actually buy time, I think humans would spend every dime they have in order to live longer, perhaps live healthier. So we all have 24 hours a day. Some of us will live perhaps more than 100 years. It's a rare occasion, but it happens. I think most of us will live something around 70 to 90 years. So our lifespan is similar. In some countries, people die earlier. This is truth. They die from infectious diseases, they die from cardiovascular diseases. I don't talk about this. I mean, in some developed countries, people do live around 70 to 90 years. That's median. And we all have very similar time span. If we live healthier, we might have perhaps 10 more years or 15 more years. That's another subject. But the time we have is so precious, and the way we use our time will literally change our future. So if you wish to change your future, stop living in the future, start living in the present, and make right choices. Work hard. Work hard on things you can profit from. Don't work in the things that you will not have an actual result. Yes, some knowledge can be very it can distract you. It can distract you in a way that you would waste your time. Don't do this. And don't spend wasting your time on relationships that doesn't work. You can just get out. It's so easy. Just get out. If it doesn't work, just get out. Don't waste your time. It is the most valuable thing you ever will have. It's so important. And by changing the pattern you have, you will change the future you have. And it's free. It's free to change your choices. All people, nearly all the people, will tell the others limit their power, like government limit their power, like their family limit their power, like their friends limit their power, and they limit their future. They try to control it. To a point, they are right, but they never tell themselves that they also limit their life, their power, and they are the most prominent person on limiting their life. It's very important. They are the most prominent person on limiting their life, because you spend your time, most of the time perhaps, you spend it alone. And what do? Spending your time alone? Watch Netflix, watch YouTube, watch movies, perhaps watch some content which will not make you a higher person. And this is you wasting your time. This is you wasting the most important thing in your life, which is your time. You should be careful how you choose to spend your time, who to spend it with, and where you spend it. Because depending on circumstances, depending on your choices, your life will be different. Like, think about the parallel universe theory, and just think about a path you follow in another reality, which actually made you a healthy and productive person which loves to live the life. And just look at your life and think about what is different. What am I doing different there that made me successful and a happy person? And then take them into your life, this present life, and apply them. Apply them. Change your choices, change your life, spend your time wisely, be successful and happy. I'll get to see you in the next video. Goodbye.